The car ride to visit Jonny at residential treatment took 4 hours, one way. Those trips were usually emotional and exhausting for my wife and me. The staff had encouraged us to make sure and take care of ourselves. But we weren't our number one focus. Our focus was on him. Thankfully, we had anchors who cared and focused on us. Did you finally realize your dream of having a family, only to have your happily ever after turn into a nightmare? Do you find yourself up late at night wondering why nothing you try as a parent is working? Are you searching for adoption resources and a support team but can't find any? Hi neighbor, welcome to Anchors of Encouragement. I'm Tim Maudlin, husband, adoptive parent, Bible class teacher, and the persistent encourager. I too felt the joy of having a family of my own, and I wished we could be like other adoptive families. I knew we were doing our best, but nothing seemed to work. And I kept asking myself, why is this happening to us? In Anchors of Encouragement, my mission is to throw adoptive parents a lifeline and be your anchor, to offer biblical mindset support and to provide stability when life gets unstable. If you're ready for real and raw talk that leads to peace beyond comprehension, so you not only survive but thrive in life's storms, this podcast is for you. Hope and healing are on the way. Hi neighbor, welcome to another episode of Anchors of Encouragement. In today's episode, I want to throw you a lifeline and share one specific anchor with you. One idea you can sit with, meditate on, and implement in your daily life. Something that is doable. I want these anchors to be a source of support and encouragement for you so you can weather the storms of life. Think of these as your daily anchors. But before that, I would like to share a review from one of our listeners. I'm going to read the name on this review, even though I doubt it's this person's actual name. I want to read it because it made me smile. Turtle writes, "Do not miss this podcast. Tim has such a calming and sincere energy about him. This podcast encourages you, connects you with your heart, and offers a perspective you might not have considered. Such a blessing." Reviews like this really encourage me, and they help this podcast to reach a much wider audience. I would like to encourage you, please take the time and leave a quick review for the show. Today's anchor is inspired by a story that happened to my wife and me before we went to visit our son Jonny in residential treatment. The place he was staying at was 4 hours from where we lived. Typically, visitation was on a Saturday. So what we would do is on a Friday afternoon, we would load up the car and we would drive down those 4 hours to stay in a hotel so we could visit with him first thing on Saturday morning. Those trips were emotionally exhausting and physically exhausting. We weren't allowed to visit very long with him, and then we had the 4-hour drive back home. From day one, after we took Jonny to residential treatment, the staff had encouraged us to make sure and take care of ourselves. They were going to take care of Jonny and make sure he had the proper treatment in order to navigate the challenges of his adoption trauma. That's easier said than done. For those parents who are listening to me right now, you understand. We typically put the needs of our children first. And that's the right thing to do. But there does need to be a healthy balance. If there's one bit of advice I could offer to adoptive parents navigating the challenges of adoption trauma, please make sure that you're taking care of yourselves too. Fortunately for us, we had anchors in our life that were looking out for our best interests and taking care of us. On one of those Friday afternoons before we left to visit Jonny, we received a text from some of our friends. They wanted to meet us before we left. When we got to the parking lot of the place we decided to meet at, they got out of their car and they had a package for us. It was a care package. It was full of all kinds of snacks that we could munch on the way down and on the way back. I don't remember exactly the types of snacks they were, And that's not the point. The thing that I remember is that they cared enough about us to try to make our trip more enjoyable. That was the main thing. Just knowing that there were people who were thinking about us and wanted us to be more comfortable in a very uncomfortable situation meant the world to us. I've talked about the importance of being tethered to an anchor. Unless you're tethered to your anchors, the support that they can give you won't do you any good. What our friends were doing here, they were throwing us a lifeline in the form of a care package, showing us that they cared. They were supporting us. They were thinking about us. Adoptive parents going through the type of journey that we were going through need to know there are people who care about them. And a simple care package can do the trick. Let's get to your daily doable and consider 3 different kinds of care packages you could give adoptive parents. Number 1, you could give them a care package full of snacks. I know on that 4-hour car trip, it was really fun to open up that care package and eat those snacks. They really came in handy. Number 2, you could give a gift card as a care package. Maybe it's a gift card to a coffee shop. And the thing, something like that would encourage, it would encourage the couple to spend some time together and just talk. So a gift card to a coffee shop would be a great care package. And number 3, maybe you want to spend a little more money. Maybe give them a gift card to a restaurant to make sure they have a good meal together. Whatever you do, use your imagination and figure out what kind of a care package you could gift to an adoptive parent. To recap, I want to encourage you to throw your adoptive parent friends a lifeline. Tether yourself to them. Giving a care package to them could be just the trick. It doesn't matter what's in it. What matters is you did it. You showed them you care. That's all for this episode. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, this is Tim, encouraging you to do what you can now. If this podcast has given you the courage and confidence to face storms in your life, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. Tell a friend about the show. Take a screenshot of this episode and share it in your Instagram stories and tag me at Tim Maudlin. You can also connect with me in my Facebook group, Anchors of Encouragement. So until next time, this is Tim encouraging you to do what you can now.